The nebula's edge was the kind of establishment where species from across 17 star systems gathered to forget their troubles. Tonight, the usual cacophony of alien dialects and clinking glasses fell silent as the entrance doors hissed open with a menacing slowness. A Crothian warhunter stepped inside, its obsidian exoskeleton gleaming under the bar's neon lights. Standing nearly 8 feet tall, the creature's 4 arms ended in serrated claws that had ended countless lives across the outer rim. Its mandibles clicked rhythmically, a sound every patron recognized as the prelude to violence. The Crothian's compound eyes swept across the room, searching for prey. At the far end of the bar, Marcus Chen sat nursing his 3rd glass of Centaurian whiskey. The human freighter pilot had seen his share of trouble in his 15 years hauling cargo through disputed territories, but he'd learned that the best survival strategy was keeping his head down and his mouth shut. Tonight, however, fate had other plans. The Crothian's gaze locked onto a small Vexian merchant huddled in the corner booth, the same merchant who had apparently swindled the Predator out of a shipment of plasma cores. The warhunter began its approach, each footstep thudding against the metal floor like a death knell. Other patrons scrambled away, creating a clear path between hunter and prey. Marcus sighed, setting down his glass. Figures, he muttered to himself. As the Crothian passed his stool, Marcus shifted his weight just enough. The creature's lower left leg caught the edge of the footrest, throwing off its calculated stride. The momentary stumble sent its razor-sharp claw slicing through the air, straight into Marcus's shoulder. Ouch! Marcus yelped, clutching the bleeding wound. The entire bar held its collective breath. The human looked at the Crothian, then at the blue-skinned Zephyrite bartender. Hold my beer. What happened next would be recounted in spacer bars for years to come. Marcus stood, his face not showing fear but the particular brand of irritation only humans seemed capable of weaponizing. You know what? I've had a really bad week, he said conversationally. My cargo got seized by Terran Customs, my ex-wife's lawyer served me papers at my last port, and I just found out my ship's FTL drive needs replacing. So I really didn't need a oversized cockroach to spill my drink. The Crothian chittered in what passed for laughter among its species. It raised all 4 arms, claws extended, ready to gut this impudent human. That's when Marcus grabbed the graviton stabilizer from his jacket, standard equipment for freighter pilots working in unstable space, and cranked it to maximum. The localized gravity field inverted instantly. The Crothian, with its dense exoskeleton designed for high-gravity worlds, suddenly weighed approximately 3 tons in the reversed field. It crashed to the floor with a thunderous impact that cracked the metal plating. Marcus calmly retrieved a medical sealant from his pocket and sprayed it on his shoulder wound. See, the thing about us humans, he said, addressing the immobilized Predator, is that we're not the strongest, or the fastest, or the toughest. But we're definitely the most annoyed. He adjusted the stabilizer, letting gravity gradually return to normal. The Crothian struggled to its feet, its predatory confidence thoroughly shattered. Now, you're going to walk out of here, Marcus continued, and you're going to forget about that Vexian. Because if I hear you caused any more trouble in this sector, I'll file a formal complaint with the Galactic Trade Commission. And trust me, their paperwork is far worse than any weapon you've got. The war hunter, faced with humanity's secret weapon, bureaucratic vindictiveness, clicked its mandibles in what might have been acceptance and retreated toward the exit. The bar erupted in cheers and various alien approximations of laughter. The Zephyrite bartender slid Marcus a fresh drink. On the house, human. Though I have to ask, what if it had called your bluff? Marcus grinned, wincing as his shoulder throbbed. Then I would have actually had to file that paperwork. And nobody wants that. He raised his glass to the stunned Vexian merchant. You're welcome. And you owe me a new shirt.